What's up guys, I want to do a user debate video for you today talking about are the Silva Twins good enough for Manchester United. So as I said, it's a user debate video, so I hope you get in a comment below and have your view and say on the subject. So as you may know, we bought the Twins about 4 years back from a Brazilian club for very little money, and there was a lot of speculation and a lot of hype around them because of their undoubted talent leading up to the transfer. And you know, with a lot of Brazilian left backs or full backs in general, they are very attacking minded and perhaps at times are criticised for their lack of defending, but more than in most cases, like the legendary Cafu or Roberto Carlos, their attacking prowess does make up for those defensive lapses, which with experience and age, as you go and progress through the game, you do improve a lot. And last night, Rafael came a lot of stick for his lack of concentration on the third goal, which United lost to Athletic Bilbao. If you didn't see the game, Rafael was heavily criticised for the third goal because after De Gea had saved it, he really looked laid back and really too relaxed in that situation, and he let Muniain pounce on the opportunity while he thought that De Gea would have been collected. And Muniain, fair credit to him, he did run extremely fast. Yeah, he should have done a lot better with Rafael. And so this video is talking about, are they good enough as defenders, because that is a major question being raised after last night's performance from Rafael, but also Fabio in the past. And my assessment of the two twins are that Fabio is a more defensive minded player compared to his twin brother Rafael. He is predominantly a left back, but as many of you may know, he did start at right back in the Champions League final last year. Fabio has a great right foot, but also has adapted to use his left with great comfort, and he does defend a lot better than his brother because of his more awareness of positions and also tactically, and he does offer his fair point going forward as well, as you would expect from normal Brazilian left backs. In contrast, Rafael is a far more aggressive defender who likes to stay tight to his man and utilising his pace more than his tactical prowess, unlike his brother who's a bit slower. But Rafael is a far more aggressive defender, and he also has a very good leap, just like Patrice Evra for a little guy, and he does win his fair amount of balls in the sky as well. So fair credit to Rafael, and I do believe Rafael is also the better attacker of the two, just in terms of his final product and what he does go forward, and that he creates a lot of excitement throughout the team. But on the other hand, you could say that he does get forward too much at times and doesn't fully appreciate what his responsibility is within the team, and that's just the free spirit within the Brazilian nature. So are the Twins good enough to be defenders at Manchester United? Well, I do believe that they are. At times you can see that they lack experience playing at the back, but how could you heavily criticise them so bad? That because Rafael and Fabio has immense competition in those places because of their sheer experience that United have in cover. Because last year, as you remember, we still had Wes Brown, Gary Neville and John O'Shea at right back, so limiting Rafael's chances at right back. And Fabio, he has to contend with Patrice Evra, who's the United's captain, and if he's fit, Evra, then he's guaranteed a place in the team as he is the captain whilst Vidic is injured. So they do face a lot of competition from older, wiser players in their position. But you know, one of my arguments for younger players is that how are they going to get their experience if they're not being played every single week to gather the kind of knowledge that needed while you develop your game, and also as a player, and your mental strength also throughout the match, and concentrating for the whole 90 minutes. So what are my concluding thoughts on the Twins? Well, I think in my honest opinion that they are the future of the club, along with Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Johnny Evans and David De Gea. That will be out of the pick, will be the back five for the next 10 years if they do get the opportunity and develop as they are at this moment in time. And Rafael and Fabio, they are extremely talented players. There's no doubt about that in my opinion. It's just that their defending all sometimes let them down, and through Select, he's going to get a lot of guidance and he's going to give them a lot of advice in order to improve their game. And with their age, they're only still 21, remember, and with that age and the more games they get, the more experience they're going to get at defending, also improve on their positioning throughout the game. And even though they are limited to chances from experienced players like Everard, they will be learning from them every single day, and you're gonna appreciate the help you get from the very best of your position. And I think that overall in the next 5 years we'll see that Rafael and Fabio hopefully will be the finished article, and that will be a great asset, I think, to the team if they're both playing on each flanks of the defence, because they bring passion, pace, skill and end product to their position. And one of the most important position in world football now is the right backs and left back position, as utilised and used by Barcelona, with Dani Alves always pushing up, and also Eric Abidal also pushing up, providing a lot of width. And with Fabio and Rafael, we have naturally talented attacking players with a lot of flair and offering us a lot of going forward and forward momentum in that respect. So that's been my video talking about the kind of criticisms that the Twins has become under, but also that I believe they will become the core component of the back five in the next 5 or even 10 years at the club. So but again, this is a user debate video, so I want your opinion on it, guys. Please leave your comment below and have fun with it in there. Cheers.